Welcome to coverage of the FA Cup first round tie between AFC Sudbury and Colchester United. Said six places between the two teams. AFC Sudbury in blue and blue, yellow, blue. Colchester in their changed strip because they normally play in blue in a like a creamy sort of colour. And this is a team news. It's Josh Blunkel in goal. Third time in his career in goal. Keys, Shaw, Greenwood and Harris is at the back. Turner and Frimpong are the midfielders. With Nazardo, O'Mara the captain and Andrews are in the behind the lone striker of Shane Temple. On the bench, Askew, Adams, Klauski, Gilchrist, Gerling, Mayu, Ipkin, along with a few. Ipkin, Stokes, and Smith is on the bench for AFC Sudbury tonight. For Colchester is George in goal, Tamanchu, Chambers, Eastman, Clamping, Chilvers, Seuss, Weirdo, Jasper, Sears, and Dobra is their line-up. I'll run through their subs in just a couple of moments. I will pause in a second to remember those who sacrificed their lives for the country, lest we forget. Impeccably observed the minute silence here this evening. If you can hear a bit of fireworks going off here in the background, it is bonfire night. So the bench then for Colchester is Turner, Welch, Ayres, Smith, Annett, Newbley, Mikulski, Kennedy, Cox and Cooper. The referees James Bell, assisted by Matthew Smith and Michael Webb. Alan Young is the fourth official. James Bell there is the referee. He's a man in the middle. The players are about to get underway with Colchester to kick us off. They're in League Two. It's Sears who will kick off. But before that, the players will take the knee on the ongoing fight against racism. A bit of applause from everyone here, as now Colchester with Freddie Sears will get us off and underway with Colchester attacking the goal to my right in the first half. It's out for an early throw then for AFC Sudbury. Is still 0-0. Hopefully we have a good game this evening. Should be a good match then, as Harris takes a throw down the line. O'Malley flicks the ball on, looking for Andrews. He's flipped back by Colchester United's number 14, Chilvers, and he breaks into the path of Wardrew, and he can get the ball forward. And now AFC Sudbury just with Shaw gets the ball back away, but only temporarily, and it's out wide now with Jasper on this right hand side. He's on that from Fulham, and he's fouled by Harris. There's an early free kick there to Colchester United. Definitely a free kick there. Early on, we've played just over a minute of the clash this evening. Jasper will take this throw. Good play, make this early pressure count as we try and get this ball into the penalty area for Chambers. Eastman to attack there, seizing there too. Susk will be in and around there as well from midfield. But it's Jasper to deliver the free kick. And he's gone all the way through, cleared away. Greenwood, and then Andrews gets the ball clear. And now he's away up towards halfway. Now Temple can go forward and win a free kick. Brilliant bit of play there from Temple. 2 minutes gone in this match, and it's still 0-0 between AFC Sudbury and Colchester United. Sudbury, as I mentioned, in the yellow, blue. Colchester in like a gold, black. I'd have to say. I did say it looked cream, but since I've seen it again, it's more of a gold than a cream. As now AFC Sudbury will get the players forward. Temple's in there as well. Greenwood and Shaw will get up there from the back too. O'Malley will get there as well. Reece Harris, the left back, will come across to this right side to take it. Harris whips the ball in towards the penalty area, and George drops it. It's towards goal by Turner, cleared away, headed forward there by Greenwood, and Colchester can get the ball cleared all the way downfield and going out of play for a throw. George with a mistake there. I'm just looking at it again. The onside is Shaw. Shaw put a bit of pressure on George. No foul there. And then a Turner with the shot. And it was blocked. No foul. He just drops it. And then Chilvers managed to clear, but then no real chance there for AFC Sudbury to put in the lead. Harris will take a throw for AFC Sudbury now on this left-hand side as we watch on here. Is thrown down the line from Harris. Harris wins the header. And is picked off there by Clamplin. And Clamplin does really, really well up against Lizardo, who gets back to do really, really well here to win the ball back. As AFC Sudbury started well in this opening 4 minutes. Out of 2 with Colchester. Jamie Shaw is now playing in the back. Has played up front sometimes this season for AFC Sudbury, and he's gone up front a couple of times in this game as well. But the AFC Sudbury management duo of Rick Andrews and Angelo Arab will be very happy with what they have seen so far against Aidan Mullins' Colchester United. Should be a very good match, this one, as we get ready for kick-off, as we get ready for this ball to be a foul, should I say, from this free kick, as we've played up towards 5 minutes of this game. Brian Tantum's stand just across from me, where from the centre I can see across from me there. He's played down the right hand side, it flicks into the penalty area by Lizardo, and is claimed well by George. And now here is Chambers, who will look to get the ball forward from Luke Chambers, the former Ipswich man. He breaks on the edge of the penalty area. Sudbury managed to clear by Shaw to Harris to hit it forward. But coach on about through Chambers. Nurse Scouse, who plays into midfield. And Dobra, he's putting under pressure as he gets through there, and his Chilvers doing really, really well. His Chilvers. If you can't hear me, it's a bit of the due to the ongoing fireworks around the stadium this evening. So we do apologise for that. Clamping goes the ball in. Can't get the ball in there. Frimpong can't get the ball away. Neither can Andrews at the moment. Back into the penalty area again. Chamado push the ball back in. Actor in. He's got out of play for a goal kick to AFC Sudbury. Still 0-0 in the opening 6 and a bit minutes in this game. Just turn the volume of my microphone up a little bit just to make sure you can hear me with the fireworks that are going off around the stadium on this bonfire night. And Colchester defender Luke Chambers was joined from Ipswich in the summer on a free transfer. Eddie Mullins was an FA Cup finalist with Portsmouth back in 2010 against Chelsea. Now in a managerial journey so far. And as Mike Riley has just mentioned to us, of course they were dumped out by Marine last season. He says he wonders if they'll have another tricky evening and potential upset in their history. So AFC Sudbury will be looking for that. Evening to Ewan McIntyre and Ryan Francis, our very own Ryan Francis as well, and also to Mike. Mike says James Bell was in charge of Stevenage against Let's Norwich the week before last, as there's a stoppage in play due to an injury to a Colchester man. Trying to work out which man from Colchester is down on the field at the moment. Can't really tell who has gone down so at this moment in time, so do forgive me. It's not Scouse. I think it could potentially be one of his fellow midfield partners though. Well, it's the left back, Clamplin. As we're watching this come forward, Clamplin just come off from an ankle injury and he's injured again and he's walking off fairly gingerly, I would have to say. He's limping a little bit, but seems to be putting a bit of weight on him now, so looks like he may be okay to continue. Aidan Mullins will not be wanting to make an early change, but he may have to with Clamplin having a discussion here with Aidan Mullins at the moment. And while we wait for this goal kick from Blunkel, the Sudbury goalkeeper, Colchester down to 10 men at the moment. The Clamplin, the physio, and Aidan Mullins all in conversations about what can do. His Chilvers is filling in at the moment. Andrews can't get there for Sudbury, but he picks up Marley into Andrews, who's inside the penalty area. Marley Andrews into the penalty area. Marley Andrews shoots! Pushed away from George. And almost a goal for AFC Sudbury there. Inside the 9.5 minutes, and that's a brilliant start there from AFC Sudbury with the ball down the line. And there is a foul. I'll be keeping you up to date with what is happening in the Premier League game this evening between the Saints of Southampton and Aston Villa. I'll keep you updated with how that's going when I see the goals. And I've just noticed there's been a goal already in Southampton, or 1-up against Aston Villa. Adam Armstrong. I'm just watching this effort again from Andrews, and he forces George into superb save, and he pushed it away well. Just saw a replay there from that effort. Be interesting to see how this game does go tonight. Should be a very good match, this one, in the FA Cup first round clash. We'll be featuring some of the FA Cup matches this weekend. I'll tell you which other three matches we've got coming up in a minute is for this season inside the penalty area. For this series with a shot, and Blanco makes a superb save there, and Blanco does really, really well. Does Josh Blanco to push it away. Does really, really well there. Just Blanco. Sears going to the penalty area. Sears doing really, really well with a superb save. Cox has just come on for Colchester as Clamplin can't continue, so that's their first change of the evening for Aidan Mullins' side. And is a forced change as well for the League Two side. And he's gone all the way back from Chambers to his goalkeeper George, who almost made a mistake early on when he dropped a ball into the penalty area and Turner's shot was blocked. But Colchester settled into this well. Just as I say that, it was Dobril managed to just try and pull the ball down the line for Cox to run onto, but he goes out of play for a throw. AFC Sudbury fans are happy to see the Colchester making mistakes. Cox is playing the left back and pushing the back there on Rizzardo, who appealed for a free kick with nothing given to show there. Heads the ball out of play. Shaw was a centre forward at one stage, now a centre back, still wears number 9 on the back of his shirt from when he was a striker. As we see this game unfold, as the ball with Jasper towards the penalty area, and there's a superb save by the goalkeeper Blunkyle after Colchester managed to get in through Weirdrew, and now Temple coming forward for Sudbury United, for AFC Sudbury, giving the ball away. Sudbury almost getting the ball away. Played 13 and a half minutes in this FA Cup clash. You're listening to it on the commentary hub, also on our partner stations, which are JDA Football, JB Sports, Commentary Hub 2, Storm FM, Twitter, Commentary Live 1, and also on Twitch as well. Should be a good match this to watch, and it's already been a good watch so far as Chambers plays the ball crossfield really, really well. As Dobber runs into the penalty area now. Dobber puts the ball back to Weirdrew, and he fires it just wide in the end, and Weirdrew managed to get into on the left hand side of the penalty areas, the far side of the penalty areas we watch here. We'll just watch our chance again. This is the effort again. And there was a chance from Weirdrew. So then Dobler just cuts the ball back to Weirdrew, and he just, as he shot, leaning back, plus Frimpong managed to get back and put him off there. Blunkle did well to he's kept his side in it so far. I've seen a question from Mike. I'll get to that in a moment or so regarding the sort of pitch these two sides are playing on. I will say they are on a 4G pitch, are AFC Sudbury and Colchester United. Should be a good match to watch this one, as we watch this game unfold as Dobber comes forward over on that far side as we were, and now Colchester will lose it, but Jasper's picked the ball back up after a poor pass from Turner. Jasper does really well. He's on loan from Fulham. Sudbury coming forward is Frimpong now. Really good footwork here at the MEL Stadium. The home of AFC Sudbury, who take on Colchester United this evening. Still 0-0 in the game so far, 16 minutes gone. Chamadu puts the ball in towards the penalty area, cleared away, and is gone towards Jasper, but the brilliant bit of play from Harris, who has defended that really, really well. AC Sudbury 0, Colchester United 0, and while we wait for the... Well, there's nothing really much happening in the game. I'll just answer the question which Mike posed to me a few moments ago, but okay. It looks like there's a foul there on Temple. Nothing given by the referee, James Bell. As now Colchester will come forward through Chambers, the captain of the League 2 side, and he gives the ball away to Andrews, and now Temple plays it inside to Andrews. Andrews does well into Frimpong, and now it's Turner. Jake Turner does really, really well there, does Jake Turner. Jake Turner doing really, really well. So far. Should be a good match. As a throw down the line from AFC Sudbury is cleared away for another throw, which Keys will take, and Keys will look on here as Sudbury just defended really, really well. And now AFC Sudbury will just watch the ball away as Chilvers lose it for Turner. And Turner will look to play the ball forward, or will he lose it in the middle of the park? He's also in the middle of the park, but Frimpong gets it back and plays it out wide to Keys. Keys hits it down the line, looking for the run of Temple, but he's straight through into the path of George. The question Mike asked says, what do I think of the father playing on a 4G pitch? And I think he'll suit anyone, any of the sides in particular. I think it's good to see how well Colchester doing a 4G pitch. Obviously, they went... I know Marine is not as 4G as this. It was a more of an artificial pitch in Marine when Colchester lost to them last year in the FA Cup. They got knocked out on that sort of pitch. It's a different kind of pitch here, and how that will do is Dobber plays the ball into Freddie Sears. Sears gets the ball out wide. Cox with the cross in. Cleared away, and for now, for momentarily, Chilvers is there. And Chilvers puts the ball back in, cleared away, and act clear by Frimpong in the end. And now is headed away by Marley Andrews, who came through the Colchester Academy. The other one that came through the Colchester Academy was the right back, George Keys, who came through the Colchester United Academy. No foul there on the Colchester man. AFC Sudbury watching on here. The fans are getting behind their team. Some young, some old, and some middle-aged people there, men and female, watching on. As now we watch Temple try and feed Rizzardo over on the far side, the left winger. Frimpong does well to force Colchester back for a moment. And now AFC Sudbury doing really, really well here. Chimurlu gets the ball in, it's cleared away at the near post. And Colchester just defending really, really well. It's Jasper who's there. Jasper puts a cross in, is deflected behind from Harris for a corner. 21 minutes gone here. Colchester is Sudbury nil, Colchester nil. Colchester have the first corner of the game, and it's taken to 21 minutes for him to have that corner. Eastman's up there from the back. So too will be Chambers. Seuss will be in there as well, as will Weirdo. Jasper with the corner. Eastman heads it away on the edge of the penalty areas. Dobreu gets the ball back out wide to Jasper. Jasper whips the ball in. Goalkeeper can't keep hold of it. Dobreu can't get a strike in there. And Sudbury players doing well, surviving well at the moment too. Jasper gets it into Sears, but another fantastic block there from Sudbury by Greenwood that time, and he's up towards Rizzardo on who's the right winger. Come over to this left hand side at this moment in time. Still goalless if you're just joining us here. This evening, Jasper loses out, and now AFC Sudbury can get the ball forward. Can they? But they can't keep it, so the ball will just come back to them. 22 and a half minutes gone here. Sudbury nil, Colchester nil in the FA Cup first round clash here on the commentary hub. Also, we are partnered by Storm FM, JB Sports, JDA Football. We're also on Twitch and also on Twitter as well. If you want to get involved with us, tweet us at Commentary Live 1. And we'll try and read some of those out later on. As now Weirdo gives the ball to Jasper, who loses out. And now Harris to Temple. Does well, Temple. Back to Andrews, another one of the former Colchester youth team players. And then Jasper chucks himself down. Molly Andrews was penalised. I didn't think there was a foul in there. James Bell has asked him to come over, and unlike in a game which I saw the other night, the Liverpool game, the player does this as told this time, and Andrews will go into the book for a yellow card. I didn't think there's anything in that challenge really. He actually gets the ball and then goes over it afterwards and catches Molly Andrews booked there. Hopefully you can hear me all okay despite the fireworks going off around the stadium. Here's Seuss. Does really, really well to find Jasper. Jasper with the ball in. He's headed behind there by Greenwood, who watched it well. And Colchester will have another corner here. Greenwood just gets a high five from his goalkeeper. Sudbury can't get to the moment. Just counting, but a good defending from Shaw to organise the defence. Jasper on the edge of the penalty area goes down, striking there from Chilvers, and is easily saved by Josh Blunkel in the Sudbury goal. And Josh Blunkel only looks about 17 or 18. and he's making some good saves against the Football League side, a side which will have not played against that much in recent weeks. As we see, Sudbury win a free kick for a foul. Zordo just having a quick word there with the referee James Bell as Cox is the man penalised. AFC Sudbury have a chance to pull this ball in, and Mike says an interesting fact here. Frimpong for Sudbury is the younger brother of Emmanuel Frimpong, who used to play for Arsenal. A bit of a good fact there from Mike as we watch this game. Now, here's Reece Harris with sending over this free kick again. He's a personal trainer by day, a FA Cup player by night on this Friday. George will be looking to do better from this free kick. He's cleared away by Scouse to the near post and he's hit back forward, but now Coach still trying to get the ball forward with Jasper. Sears is on side. Andrews gets back well with Sears. Dobber does well, gets a shot in, and Alice does well to get back to pro blocking on Jasper inside the penalty now. Almost from Fulham. Being allowed to play. Sears sees his shot blocked by the arms of Blunker, who's keeping his side in this and doing really, really well so far. AFC Sudbury 0, Colchester United 0 in the FA Cup. 27 minutes gone at the moment, and it's been a good match to watch so far. We'll keep you up to date with everything that's happening in the Premier League game. It's still 1-0. Southampton against Aston Villa as Sudbury managed to get the corner away by as they look for Chambers. Chambers puts the ball back in and is away by Andrews up towards halfway. Zordo does well. Niadzur couldn't get through there. He's having away with the referee as if to say why they're not getting a free kick there, but Sudbury are doing really, really well so far in the opening half hour of the match. Still 0-0 and AFC Sudbury doing well. Frimpong battling well. Weirdo is coming forward now for Colchester. He's out wide to Jasper. Lovely work from Jasper. Can he put the ball in? Chamadou can, but he's headed away the near post. Out to Scouse, back to Chamadou. And now back into Cole Scouse, the former Ipswich man. And now here's Eastman coming forward. And he's playing to Dobra. How wide it goes. Chilvers with the low cross in, and Blunkel does really, really well to save it there. Got playing well so far, and I can see why in Sudbury's last game that Blunkel got man of the match with the saves he's made so far. 12 attempts to Colchester, for 2 to Sudbury, but it's been no goals just yet. Hopefully you're doing okay as we're watching this game unfold. Chambers has possession, the captain for Colchester. Here is Jasper now. Chambers into Chimbode, and then Jasper pushes the ball forward, and Blanco just falls onto it and just lays down for a moment or two, and then gets the ball moving. Now as Harris hits the ball forward. Andrews there, comes to O'Malley, and now it's Turner. Good bit of play from Turner to find his teammate, and now O'Malley, the 19-year-old captain, can't get the ball forward. Balls it forward there. And now Chimvade, Chamadou. Now Chambers across, and now Colchester with Eastman finds Scouse. And Chilvers and Viridou doing fairly well so far. Still goalless at this moment in time as Colchester win a free kick for a foul by Harris on Jasper. And that is a free kick. I'm just watching this here now. Still 0-0 in this match. As a shot comes in from Chilvers. It's ambitious, but it's not brilliant. Just over the bar there from Chilvers. And if you just look at this, you can see how well Sudbury are doing, and you can see how well they're holding the shape quite well at AFC Sudbury. Colchester having to push up towards halfway the defence, but the defence for AFC Sudbury is also being pushed towards halfway. We watch this match unfold. Got some other matches coming up in the FA Cup. Our next live offering from the FA Cup is tomorrow. I'll tell you about that in a couple of moments. The referee just having a word with the goalkeeper, Blunkel. And now Blunkel will get ready to take the goalkeeper for Sudbury. And he clears it forward. I think it was due to time wasting while he's having a word with the goalkeeper for AFC Sudbury. So still goalless, and Sudbury have a throw-in. Coming up in the FA Cup this weekend, we've got another game tomorrow, which I'll tell you about in just a second. A game on Sunday, and then a game on Monday to bring here as well. And now here's Harris with the ball forward. Here's Andrews cleared away. And now the ball is out of play for a throw. And it's going to be taken by Harris. He'll look down the line. Andrews and Arab just giving out some instructions to the AFC Sudbury players as we watch this game unfold. Coming up towards half time, and the final few minutes of the first half is still 0-0 as we watch this game unfold. Here's Eastman forward. Good play. And doing really, really well. Good bit of player now as Seuss feeds the ball out wide towards Dobra. Cox going forward as well. Seuss has the ball now. Out wide is Cox. Lovely run from Cox in towards Dobrin, and then Frimpong as well to defend the corner. And it's still 0-0. So we'll just watch this throw in, and then we'll, after the tackle, then know what matches we've got coming up on the channel from the FA Cup. As the goal has gone in, and it's Weirdy who has scored it. Weirdy has opened the scoring for Colchester United. It was a simple task of putting it in, and with 10 minutes to go before half time, Colchester United take the lead, and it has been coming. Sudbury have defended well, but Turner tried to flick it away, and he just flicked it into Eridu, who put the ball into the back post. It was unmarked, and Colchester are in the lead, and they do deserve the lead as well. It's Sudbury 0, Colchester 1. A wonderful corner, wonderful cross, should I say, and so easily cross from Chilvers, flicked away by Turner, but only into the path of Weiradu, who scores, and Weiradu is open the scoring. Molly Andrews couldn't get there. Neither can his partner. I think it was Frimpong at the bad there, trying to help him out. Weiradu is alive to it and scores. 36 minutes gone here. Sudbury 0, Colchester 1, and I must say it has been coming as well here. AFC Sudbury 0, Colchester United 1 in the FA Cup. Hopefully you're all enjoying the coverage tonight. I'll just say about the matches that we've got coming up as we conceded another free kick. So tomorrow, 5:15, join Ryan Francis as he brings you coverage of Ambury United versus Barrow in the FA Cup. I'm going to push the ball in here for Colchester. Getting back to those in a moment. There's a clear there by Niadzo up towards halfway where Eastham is, and he collects the ball and is knocked all the way back to Chambers. On Sunday, 5:15 again, Mike Orneman is on as St Albans City take on Forest Green Rovers as well. And then on Monday night, JB John Stuttard will be back. Then him on Wednesday night. He'll be back on Monday for Dagenham Redbridge against Salford City for some more brilliant FA Cup coverage on the channel, as well as the ball is down the line to Chamadou. Chamadou almost losing out there, and Frimpong forcing Jasper back momentarily, but he managed to wriggle away from Frimpong there. Here's Dobra. Dobra does really, really well. Although from Ipswich Town, who's been given permission to play in this one. And now is Chilvers. Ball towards the penalty area. Finishes! And it's at 2-0. Colchester double their lead, and that's a superb goal from Freddie Sears. Excuse me, Freddie Sears with a superb goal. And Colchester United go 2-0 up, and that's the sixth of the season for the former Ipswich and West Ham man Freddie Sears. SC Sudbury joint manager there, Angel Harrop, having a word with one or two of his players. Freddie Sears back to guessing from Weiradu, back to goal, and then just finishes it off well. One touch to control, the other touch to finish. He bounced just before the goalkeeper, just before he went in. As we just watch this again, he just bounced there. Otherwise, I think the keeper Blunkel would have saved as well as he is. Niadzo wins a throw-in, and AFC Sudbury now have it all to do for first half minutes between the two goals as Sudbury 0, Colchester 2. As a ball is whipped in, flicked on by Eastman. Flicked across his own goal there, did Eastman, and no one in the Sudbury shirt could punish him for that flick on the other way when Turner flicked on down at the other end moments ago. And now Sudbury win a throw via good play from Andrews. Sudbury 0, Colchester 2 with 5 minutes to go over the first half. As now Frimpong. There's Niadzur controls it well. Here's the ball out wide. Here is Frimpong doing really, really well here. Good play this as Shaw will look forward. Shaw does well to take a pass two. Then feed it into Andrews. Andrews against his former club, drags the shot wide. It was always going wide in the end from Andrews. It was worth an effort there from Andrews. He opened up for him. It opened up for him after he cut inside. But he could snatch. Will come for it on target. He snatched at his shot. And Sudbury 0, Colchester 2. With 4 minutes to go in this first half. For this series again, inside the penalty area. It was really, really well. How wide it goes to Dobra, who tries to kill it into the top left hand corner of Blunkel's goal. Right corner is Colchester attack from left to right in this first half. As we're just watching this first goal again here. But we would do a bit of fortune at the back post. And then this is the second. We would do again. And then into Sears. Just bounced into the bottom corner. Beforehand. It bounced just before Blunk. Otherwise I think Blunker would have got there to save it. Sudbury 0, Colchester 2 is the scoreline as we watch this game unfold. Sudbury 0, Colchester 2, coming up towards half time then. And let me know what you think of the match so far. Who's been the better side for you? Let us know. I'll read some of your comments out just before the start of the second half. So get your comments in throughout the half time interval. What you think of the game so far, and if you think there could be an upset. Can Sudbury turn this game around, or is the 2 goals for Colchester enough to see them progress? As now Sears knocks the ball back to Tremenda, and now Chambers across into the path of Eastham. Now Cox gives the ball away, and Turner turns away from his man and plays into the corner where Temple is. Can't get there. Niadzur is penalised for a foul there by the referee James Bell. And want to have a look again. He come through the back. But he did get the ball, but he did come through the back, so I can see where it was given. Sears can't get there as Greenwood manages to clear for AFC Sudbury. Still Colchester 2. Sudbury 0, Colchester 2, should I say, in this FA Cup first round tie, coming up into the final 60 seconds of the first half. And Colchester have to go back towards, a bit further back towards halfway to take the throw. You can see Cox have gone a 2 further forward, trying to gain a few yards of advantage. But referee James Bell was having none of it. As Jasper does well. Goes down, is a foul by Harris on Jasper. But before the referee blew, Jasper made sure he got a decision by touching the ball with his hand. The free kick's been taken quickly as Susk plays the ball out wide to Cox. And then there's a brave header in there by Turner. Sudbury win a throw-in. It looked as though Cox was nudged over there. Still Sudbury 0, Colchester 2 in the FA Cup clash. Hiradu and Sears with the goals. Still 1-0 to Southampton against Aston Villa as we enter 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half. should be a good game, this one, as we see a slip there from the man as the heads for Sudbury. Is pushed in the back and the referee gives a free kick after advice by the referee. One of the fans wants to book him for Cox there for running away from the ball, running away with the ball, arm across into Cox and the pushover. Not much in it there to be fair. We're going to look at the free kick again. Don't look like it should have been given. But let's see if Colchester can keep their 2-goal lead intact, or will Alice's free kick find a goal back for Sudbury. Keys in there. Grimwood and Shaw 2. Turner on the edge of the box. Yadzer's in there. Saved by George. And Shamal George does really, really well to claim the cross there. Just taking a bit of sting out of it. Sudbury can't go on end of this long ball. Can't defend this long ball well until the keeper comes pushing at his the goal to clear it inside his box. 2 minutes of the 4 added on so far have been played, and it's still Sudbury 0, Colchester 2. Weiradu and Sears are on the score sheet for Aidan Mullins' League 2 side, as Shaw and Frimpong play 1-2, and then Frimpong is fouled. There's a free kick. And it was Weiradu who committed the foul. Last chance of the half. Colchester, and again everybody back. So we get everyone forward. Up towards the penalty area. Breaks inside the penalty area. Act. Clear. Grimwood almost got an end of that. Harris does well to get there. O'Mara gets the ball forward. Given away. Let's ball is forward from Weiradu. Sears. And Blunkel gets there just ahead of him and it's cleared out for a throw. We've got 30 seconds left of the first half. And Blunkel does well. Just gets there and then just clears it out for a throw in. Blunkel didn't want to take any risks there as we come towards half time. Wants to keep his side 2-0 up. Connor Chubb, Marathon Catching, Ponderful Season, Melon, visit their website www.melonapp.com, and the commentary services are their proud sponsors of our Player of the Match sponsor. That one will be announced in the second half. But half time then, as the half time whistle has just gone here, is AFC Sudbury 0, Colchester United 2. Goals from Weiradu and Freddie Sears with the goals for Colchester United. And the League 2 club are very professional and doing fairly well in the first half. Sudbury have done really, really well, but the quality so far of the League 2 side is why the visitors are in the lead at the break. It's AFC Sudbury 0, Colchester United 2. We'll be back very, very soon. Welcome back to the Common Chubs coverage of the FA Cup first round clash between AFC Sudbury and Colchester United. Colchester lead 2-0 thanks to goals from Wiradoo and Freddie Sears in the 35th and 39th minute, 4 minutes apart. Half time in the Premier League clash between Southampton and Aston Villa is Southampton 1, Aston Villa 0. A third minute goal from Adam Armstrong for Southampton. Joining me now is he's been down pitch side, but he's still down pitch side, but he can hear us now. It's Mike Harneman. A very good evening to you, Mike. How you doing, my friend? You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you. Here on a bit of a scouting brief, watching Colchester, who face off against Stevenage in a couple of weeks' time. So thought I'd come and keep my eyes and cast my eyes really over how Colchester looks, and they've looked pretty good in that first half. To be fair to them as well, the league experience, as you rightly mentioned at the end of that half, is really shining through at the moment.
Yes, AFC Sudbury have done really well to contain him until that 35th minute as well, Mike. How do you think they've played in that first half? Because I've really been impressed with some of the defending, and it was just like a mistake for the first goal, and then moments of brilliance from the former Ipswich and West Ham and Freddie Sears with the other one, Mike.
Yeah, I was just watching it just a moment ago, just seen some of the highlights of that first half again. And the goalkeeper for AFC Sudbury's played very well. Of course, he's made a couple of really good saves in there just before Colchester went 1-0 up. But even before that, Sudbury had a couple of opportunities themselves where they could have scored. It was Shamal George, the Colchester keeper's made, I think, one save in particular. There was that one where he was a bit sort of unable to hold the ball there. He dropped the ball, and then they kind of couldn't do anything with it, and it was hooked clear in the end and hooked away. But the one after that, I think it's this one here with Andrews, and where he cuts inside and gets his effort away, takes a bit of a deflection, and that's the save. Really, it was a really good save from the Colchester keeper there. But yeah, I think they've certainly looked a threat. They've certainly had their moments. Marley Andrews in particular there, he's looked bright and lively over on that side. But Colchester, when they've gone 1-0 up, obviously, going on and getting the second in a matter of 3 or 4 minutes just after as well was, just kind of a matter of, the first goals come, and then I think the second one was going to come relatively quickly as it did. But Colchester playing well. Sudbury's defence been quite deep really, and they haven't really had the best line of the defence. But in terms of creating stuff, they have created. But Colchester took the goals really well, and in my opinion, thoroughly deserved the 2-goal lead that they've got at half time.
Yes, they do deserve the lead at half time, like you mentioned there, Mike, and like I mentioned as well. Colchester do deserve to be leading this, and be very interested to see how Sudbury do in the second half. And it's been a very good first half, and obviously they're playing a 4-2-3-1 Sudbury and not getting tempo into the game much as well, Mike. But beforehand, you mentioned in the comments that James Bell refereed Stevenage, one of your local teams, last week before against Leyton Orient. How do you think he's refereed this game today between AFC Sudbury and Colchester United? Do you think he's having more of a decent game in this one from when he did against Stevenage against Leyton Orient?
I thought he was quite a decent ref, to be fair. Anyway, I wasn't too critical of his performance on that day. I thought he did, everything he needed to do. And in that first half, I think he's got, everything right, really. I can't really see any standout ones that he's got wrong. So yeah, his performance has been really good so far. And, he's not really had any major decisions, which of course is what the referees are judged on, is, not had any penalties or calls of that nature, red cards, etc. to give. So yeah, he's done well so far, and let's see whether that can continue into the second half. But in regards to Sudbury, I just want to say that they've really got to just try and throw everything at it. Chuck the kitchen sink at it now. When just we mentioned beforehand, these are only young lads. They're only sort of 18, 19. This is the once in a lifetime opportunity for them, and they've really got to stand up and be counted now. And try and see if one of them can get themselves a couple of goals, make themselves a hero. But at the moment, it's the league side that are showing their experience, showing their know-how of winning these sort of games. Obviously, they played AFC Sudbury quite a few years. I think it is in pre-season games as well, because obviously they're very local to each other, so they know each other really, really well. From that sense, playing friendlies against each other, which is why I think it's a bit easier for Colchester now than it was last season when they were dumped out by Marine. But yeah, as I said before, it's all about Sudbury tonight, and it's all about one or two of those players now. They've got 45 minutes to go and make themselves a hero and put themselves on the front of the papers for tomorrow morning.
Yes, absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. And we were having a look in the research ahead of this game tonight earlier on in the week. The Colchester took on AFC Sudbury in pre-season back in 2013. Colchester won by 5-0 on that day, with John Joe O'Toole, Marcus Bean, Phil Roberts and Sammy Smolik scored twice in that game, in that friendly. So like you said, they know quite a lot of each other. And AFC Sudbury have made it to the first round in the competition once since the amalgamation of the two previous Sudbury teams, when they lost to Darlington back in 2001. They've already played 6 games in the FA Cup this season as AFC Sudbury, and it was against Cockfosters and then Potton United, Stowmarket Town, Chestnut and Dorset in this round to get them into this round. Colchester just have come into it on this round. The won
interesting thing
last
about that,
Saturday.
what I will say is,
Yeah, just bear with me. I'll finish that in a second, Mike.
yeah.
Colchester won last Saturday at home to Scunthorpe, who then sacked the manager and have appointed Keith Hill today at Scunthorpe United. So just wanted to mention that because it was related to like Colchester United, man.
That's fine, but no, the interesting thing about that, you mentioned that AFC Sudbury have already played 6 games in this competition. If Colchester go on and play today and go on and play 6 games themselves, I believe they'd be in the final, wouldn't they, or at least the semis anyway.
Yeah, I think they would at least the semis. I would have to say, Mike. I think possibly if it's 6 few rounds, at least the semi-finals, like you mentioned. So if we just have a look at the 6 rounds, including this one for Colchester, should Colchester progress into the next round, it's the first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. They would be in the quarter-finals, Mike, Colchester, if they went on a 6, if they played 6 FA Cup matches. Quarter-final on the 19th of March is when their 6 matches would be, Mike. So and I think Colchester, if you asked them before this game, would have taken that.
Yeah, 100%, and it has happened with League Two sides and Football League sides that have got that far as well. I remember Stevenage getting to, I think it was even the 5th round against Tottenham, and if they would have won that, then it would have been a quarter final. And I think it happened with, was it Lincoln or Sutton as well? One of them got through to, I'm sure one of them was a quarter finalist in the end.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you there for Mike's input on that first half. We'll hopefully get back at the end of the match. I'll be back the teams are just making their way back out onto the field right now. So let's get ready for the second half with Colchester United leading by 2 goals to nil thanks to Riadu and Sears with the goals. Looks like no changes just yet for either Sudbury, AFC Sudbury or Colchester United. AFC Sudbury will be kicking off in the second half with O'Malley will be the man who get the game back underway. It doesn't look like there'll be any substitutions at the break. Looks like no subs for either side. I didn't expect any for Colchester, but I thought Sudbury may make at least one there, but they've not. The second half is off and underway in the second half as we get ready for the second half between AFC Sudbury and Colchester United. Hopefully everyone who is tuned in tonight is doing well. Second half has just got underway. We were 4 minutes at a time in the first half. That's why we've only just kicked back off in the second half as the free kick as a throw for Colchester is cleared down. We'll bring you the two lineups again very shortly as the Weirdo is fouled and Colchester have a free kick. So I can just bring you the Sudbury team. It's Blunkell, Keys, Shaw, Greenwood, Harris, Turner, Frimpong, Niadza, O'Malley, Andrews, Temple. The subs are Askew, Adams, Closeley, Gilchrist, Gerlin, Mayu, Ipkin, Stokes and Smith. As coach to try and get forward on the left hand side. So we just go through the Colchester team. In a second, as Eastman is called, as George is in goal, Chimeru, Chambers, Eastman and Cox, Chilvers, Scoos, Weiradu, Jasper, Sears, top of the bench of Turner, Welch, Hayes, Smith, Annett, Nubley, Mikulski, Kennedy and Cooper. One of the subs has been made and it's Cox. Temple is now booked for AFC Sudbury, and that's the first booking for the striker. And he gets a booking there. I just watch this here, just definite booking there for me. And a simple decision made for the referee to call as we watch this game unfolding the start of the second half. Second booking for Sudbury in the game so far. So O'Malley gets the ball forward and he gets it back from Turner. O'Malley with the shot is blocked by Eastman. Flicked on there is Andrews, the former Colchester man. Turner gets the ball forward. Andrews can't get in there. Frimpong was in there too. Now breaks for Keys, another former Colchester man. Release he got for Nianzu. No fouling there as O'Malley thought he was fouled. And Weirdo comes forward. Dobra's on to this left hand side. Dobra twisting, turning. Now Benham. Dobra in towards the penalty area. Moving his way through over to the right hand side. Dobra plays out wide. Jasper gets in round one. Gets round Harris there, but brilliant covering from Andrews. Now Harris gets the ball forward towards Temple. And now Sudbury just give the ball away as Chambers gets it back to his goalkeeper George as we watch this game unfold tonight. Good play from Sears into the path. It goes of Chilvers back to Sears and how wide it goes to Jasper. Chilvers with the cross in. Jobber there. It breaks now into the path of Weiradu. Back he goes into Cox. Dobra inside the penalty area, twisting, turning. Still going Dobra, edge of the penalty area. No shooting yet. Scouse was being told to shoot. They're not taking the option yet as Weiradu gets the ball in to Cox. Heavy touch. Can't keep the ball in play. He's out for a goal kick, but that's a good bit of play there for the start of the second half between Sudbury and Colchester. Is Mullins will look to get the ball, will watch his team and trying to get his team to get the ball forward. Every available opportunity, which they are trying to do anyway, will continue to instill in that into them. It's cleared away again by Colchester. There's a foul by Turner. Dobbs not happy. Jake Turner's been called over by the referee. And then I can see I saw the challenge again, and it was just a free kick, nothing more. As tries to get there, the former West Ham man. Into Cox on the overlap. His crosses behind Jasper is cleared away by Andrews by Sudbury, AFC Sudbury, who look to try and put pressure on Colchester United in this second half. Still 2-0 the visitors lead as we watch the ball unfold as Jasper goes down, free kick to Colchester for a foul by Andrews, who was booked in the first half. And Turner was booked in the second. Jasper's still down here. Let's have a look at this. There's nothing really in that for me. As Jasper's just getting a bit of treatment there. It's still 1-0 in the match between Southampton and Aston Villa. Sudbury fans getting behind their team. And Sudbury fan there shouting at the camera, "I've got Super Mix, I've got Super Mix." As CJ plays Roblox, hopefully doing it okay. Man, I thought that foul was foul by the grass as Sudbury making a change in a moment with Clousley about to come on. Not sure which player will be going off. Substitution here, let's have a look. And it's number 10, Temple, who's going off. This Temple is being replaced by Closeley, who's just come on. Doing really, really well as Temple in that first half. So being a bit outdone by not to be used a bit more, in my opinion. But now, so we're trying to get forward. And he can make 5 substitutions in this competition. So I'll try and keep a check on that. 1 substitution apiece for Sudbury and Colchester. As we did about 10 minutes in the plus 10 minutes of the second half, and Sudbury give the ball away. And now Sudbury can't keep the ball in play there from George Keys, a former Colchester man, can't keep the ball in play. Still Sudbury 0, Colchester 2. If you are just joining us here this evening, Weirdo gets the ball on that far side, closer there, and trying to get back and help out. As we watch this game unfold, it's still Sudbury 0, Colchester 2, as some fireworks are going off overhead. As now Dobra commits a foul against Frimpong, and that's a bit better from Frimpong there. Good bit of play there from Frimpong to win the free kick for his side. And Matt says, that's not fireworks, that's the BFG. Big Frimpong giant. I'll say that as a free kick taken for by Shaw is cleared away. Shaw gets there again and just hits it out of play for a throw in. As we watch the game unfold, Eddie's up there. We watch this game unfold. Here's Niadzo. Lovely way from Niadzo into Keys, the former Colchester youth team player, along with Andrews as well. And now Blunkel clears the ball forward. Eastman gets the ball away, but then Keys and Turner almost getting in each other's way, but Sudbury win a throw. Whose Keys will take it. Keys throws it down the line. Turner wins his battle in there, being pulled by the referee. Frimpong can't keep on the possession. And then he was run out of play by Weirdo. Keys throws it down the line as the Adzer can't keep the ball in play. And Cox will have a throw for Colchester into the path of Dobra, who plays it back towards Chambers, who was closed down as now Cox can get the ball clear. Headed away, Sears gets the ball forward. And now come towards 58 minutes gone here. Sudbury 0, Colchester 2 is the latest score as the ball is flicked on and out of play for a throw to Colchester United. As we see Cox with a throw down the line to Dobra, back to Cox, and it's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper George, who was been shaky in that first half, in my opinion. Harris flicks it back to Greenwood to get the ball forward. Turner's in there, and it's only a throw in. Or is it a free kick? I think it might be a free kick for a foul by Chilvers in there on Turner with an eye boot into Turner's face. Let's we just watch this again. That could be a potential red card. If we have VAR in this competition right now, that possibly would have been a red card there for me. As we watch the game, but we've got a stoppage in the game. But so while we've just got a brief stoppage in the game, let's just fetch in our man who's watching down at pitch level. And man, what have you made to the start of the second half, mate, so far?
Yeah, it's been a really good start to the second half. I think it's been a really sort of competitive second half performance from Sudbury so far. That moment there, for me, I think it is a little bit reckless. It is the boot's too high. So yeah, you could look at that as a potential red, but it looks like he's got away without a booking. So referee James Bell, I praise him at half time, but he might well have got that one wrong.
Yes, there's a free kick now from Harris in towards the penalty area, cleared away by Chambers, and is now Jasper getting away from Harris, and he gets the ball forward looking for Sears, and there's Andrews gets the ball forward, and it's a lovely ball fit into Clousley. Clousley runs towards inside the penalty area and he goes behind for a goal kick, but that's a better play there from Sudbury there. Good bit of interchange of play there, and just watching on as we see the two joint managers of AFC Sudbury, Rick Andrews and Angela Arab, trying to work out what to do as Blunkill comes out of his penalty, comes out and sees to clear downfield. Clousley is flagged offside, saying he came back from an offside position there. As we watch this game unfold, Aidan Mullins just watching on and having a conversation with his assistant there, see how things can change. He's gone down the line into the path where Sears is there. Now Dobra into the penalty area, still going Dobra. Running back off his shore, who stopped him momentarily. Crossed in by Chamadou, all the way across to Cox, who keeps the ball in. Dobra fires towards the person who was good off target, but Blunkill just managed to get down there to save it well. Still Sudbury 0, Colchester 2. And we watch this unfold as he is doing really, really well here. Well, he's playing forward from Dobra into Weiradu. Score over the first. Weiradu can't get the cross in and he's blocked behind for a blocked behind for a corner. Sudbury defending really, really well so far. They did defend well in the first half till 10 minutes to go, and then that's when they conceded the first goal. So I wonder if something still might happen here as Jasper wins it towards penalty from that short corner. And Jasper will look to take another corner here as the ball went out for another corner to Colchester United. He may look to go short again, or he may use him this time as a decoy, which he's doing now. Is he? No. Yes, he is actually. Goes to the edge of the area. Scoots into Dobra. Dobra with the shot. Just over the bar. No deflection on this one, so no corner this time around. But that's a good bit of play there. And that's a good free kick. I think they probably worked on that one, and if that had gone in, we don't have to say that was a well-worked training ground routine, but it's not, as he went over the bar there. As Dobber just looked and he got his shot in, and he was always rising, not going to trouble the goalkeeper, Blunkill, and it remains 2-0 to the visitors. Winwood. Harris will watch on here. Harris with the throw down the line. Frimpong can't win it. Bad there. Harris plays it down the field. And there's a free kick for a foul on Jasper again. I wonder if this Jasper is any relation to Jasper Carrot as well. Hi to JB who's just tuned in just now. Hopefully you're doing okay, my friend. Currently 2-0 to Colchester if you're just joining us. Goals in the final 10 minutes of the first half. First one through Weirdo on 35, and then 4 minutes later on 39 minutes, Freddie Sears doubled the lead. First one was flicked on by Turner as if Keys is fouled there. He's fouled, has committed a foul on Dobra. First one was Turner flicked it on and Weirdo going to the back post, and it was Cox who got fouled in the end there. And then Sears fired in an effort from the edge of the penalty area. He did bounce just before the keeper Blunko got there. But Sudbury have played really, really well in this match so far. To be losing 2-0, they've defended really, really well and defended well in the first half up until the final 10 minutes when it's considered 2 in 4 minutes. They're hoping not to do this in the second half and try and nick a couple themselves to take it to a replay. Jasper puts the ball in and he's headed away now. And Marley gets the ball forward. And then Clousley gives the ball away. Dobra on to Sears. And Dobra is fouled there. He's fouling, should I say, get my teeth back in. He's fouled Frimpong there. And it's a free kick. To AFC Sudbury. If you're looking to want to know what the latest is in the match in the Premier League, I'll tell you that in just a second or so. As the ball is in towards the penalty area, and Clousley chased it all the way, but George was always a favourite for that one and claimed it with ease. Ipkins coming on in a few moments. 67 minutes gone in the Premier League match, and it's still Southampton 1, Aston Villa 0, thanks to Armstrong's goal after just 3 minutes. There's Frimpong there. He begs for Cox. We'll lose out to Turner. Weirdo coming forward now for Colchester. Weirdo coming forward but can't take it passes. And now Colchester on the back foot. O'Malley gets forward and O'Malley goes down and it's fouled by Scouse. And I think for me that should be a booking for Scouse there. He's done that a number of times today. But there's a substitution. I think there may be a substitution happening. And that's a definite foul. Seuss watching on. There's a man down for Colchester here. No sub, yeah. And it's Cox who is the recipient of game booked in this game. Remember, we've got more FA Cup matches this weekend. Let me tell you, tomorrow 5:15, Banbury United against Barrow with Ryan Francis. Mike Orneman will be in the presenter's chair for that one tomorrow. Then Mike Orneman will be on the mic on Sunday, with no pun intended, as St Albans take on Forest Green at 5:15. Then on Monday evening, JB, John Stuttard, will be behind the mic as Dagenham and Redbridge take on Salford City, and then we'll bring you the second round draw after that as well. As we watch this for a free kick for AFC Sudbury to get a free kick in. Final 21 minutes or so here. Colchester a man down with Cox off the field, so the man trying to take advantage of this. Turner puts the ball down. Turner does the decoy, and it's in on the back. The Frimpong almost going there. Oh my god, brilliant free kick from Harris, and oh my god, brilliant free kick. Keys and Frimpong almost going there. I think he may have been offside anyway if we had VAR. Just ahead of his before the free kick was taken. Frimpong couldn't get connected, and neither could Keys, and that's a big chance there for Sudbury. Cox is now back on. Sudbury just need one goal in the final 20 minutes to make it a nervy final 20 minutes as well from a Colchester standpoint. As we see AFC Sudbury closing down the mania. Chamadou gets the ball forward. Was given away. A lovely run here now. Greenwood can't find a pass on the end of it, so the centre-back's out of position. And that's a big chance now for Colchester to play this right. And they're putting it through to Dobber from Weiradu. But wonderful challenge by George Keys to get back there and do superb well to clear behind for a corner, which is taken quickly. Is Jasper! Oh my word! 3-0 Colchester. Jasper with a goal. His second for Colchester United. And his Sudbury 0, Colchester United 3. And Jasper has performed really, really well in this game today. And they deserve to be 3-0 open sub. And it's a superb goal as well. Sudbury 0, Colchester 3. And Jasper was superb. Jasper, quick corner from Dobber, and then Jasper cross. I think that was the cross from Jasper there. That's the cross. I think that's a cross, to be fair. And then I think he's hoping Sears can get running in on the back post. And then he goes in at the back post, and it's 3-0 Colchester, and that's the superb strike as Mikulski comes on for Colchester. Triple sub for them. John Mikulski makes his debut. Scouse is off for Cooper. Sears is off for Mikulski, and Newbley is on for Dobra. So another Premier League man from a West Ham man on the field now. One just gone off, one on the field now. So Colchester taking one from a West Ham man off and fetching another former West Ham man on now in Frank Newbley. So Colchester making some substitutions. There, they've made 4 substitutions of Colchester United. Whereas AFC Sudbury have only made just the one change. As we watch this game move forward here now, as the ball is out there and is given away. And Chamade brings the ball in field into the Chilvers, who loses out to Turner. How wide it goes into the path of Niadza. Niadza with the ball in. Can't pick out a yellow shirt in there. Cox managed to get it away. Shows inside the penalty area. Up from the back. That's headed clear. It looks as though But Malley's dropped in the centre half, Shaw at the back, and is not behind for a corner by Ipkin. As we watch this game unfold, still 1-0 Southampton lead in the Premier League clash this evening. Sudbury yet to have a corner. As we watch this unfold, as the ball's in towards the penalty area, the back post, and it's cleared forward, and there's a foul there and a free kick to Sudbury. Sudbury deserve to at least get a goal tonight. Yes, I don't think they deserve to go through, but they deserve to be on the score sheet in this game. It's still 1-0 Southampton in the Premier League if you're interested in that one. My reckons that's the shot, but I think that was across from Jasper. There's an effort from Klowski from range, and Klowski just does really, really well to save it in the end. And he picks out Nuble there. Nuble can't keep the ball for Colchester. A free kick is given now to them. As a throw-in given to Sudbury, should I say. Put my teeth back in. As the ball is thrown down the line. Short flicked it on. Flicked on again by Niadzo. And Niadzo puts it out of play for a throw-in. To Sudbury, which will be taken by Keys, who played for Colchester in his youth days, along with Andrews, who was replaced by Ipkin. As the ball is headed from Shaw behind for a goal kick. That's Shaw's final involvement. As Dan Gilchrist comes on for Shaw. And that's Sudbury's third change of the evening. Look, Annant is about to come on for the fifth and final change for Colchester. And he replaces Jasper there, who's played really, really well on loan from Fulham. And that is Annant who is coming on to replace him. And we'll just see his goal again. I think that's a cross there, but I wonder what he makes out of that. My reckons it was a shot. What you think in the chatters? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, or in the live chat, and I'll mention some of those. I'll look at some of those later. As now, here is Colchester coming forward. Down the line he goes. Lovely work. And who's just come on. Weirado just keeps the ball ticking over for Colchester. But behind his man, but Cox gets there to keep the ball moving and keeping Colchester in the attack, as Nuble does well to make sure Colchester keep possession. But the Sudbury have also done well to force them all the way back there. And there's a header from O'Malley. Good bit of pressure there from Gil in there. O'Malley stayed down after a head injury. There's a Kluski. And game of thinking caps on for man of the match very, very soon. The captain of Sudbury is only 19 years old, and you won't think he was 19 today. As our game of thinking cap on ready for man of the match. As we watch this unfold, it's a lovely run here from Ipkin. Ipkin pushed the ball in, saved by George, and George does well to claim it in the end. As you watch this unfold, lovely run here. And striking on goal! And bounces just over. In the corner to Colchester. It was Cooper, the youngster who came on. It's one of the subs which went over. And it just bounced just over the bar there. The ball's in towards the penalty, cleared away. And now Sudbury just watch the play move here now as the Adzor coming forward, running at the Colchester defence. If it can get a goal in now, could make a last interesting goal. And the Adzor gets a strike in, just goes wide as the Zimbabwean international. Lovely run there. His shot is just wide over the post. I think he snatched at it in the end. And we're getting ready. I think he kept on ready for the move of that. As the ball comes in and he's headed behind by Keys. Couldn't take any chances there. And Colchester have the corner. It's taken quickly. Cooper. Loses a low ball in to Chilvers. Chilvers loses out inside the penalty area. Sudbury under pressure gets the ball forward. And Gilchrist is chasing that down. Shamal George is now getting a booking. There's a big smile on his face, does George, as he takes that booking for kicking the ball into the crowd without the free kick, so the throwing can be taken very, very quickly. On the inside, cutting inside is Ipkin. Can't get a striking on goal. Can't find a man. Keys goes through his man. On Newblade, now Colchester coming forward. It's Cooper. Slows down the advantages now. Chilvers in towards the penalty area. And there's a Cooper. Look, Annant just over. And George Keys will get a booking for his challenge on Newblade. Well, goes to nil. Blunkel has had a good game. So to his keys for Sudbury tonight. As we watch this game come towards its conclusion with 5 minutes to go. O'Malley just having a word with McCluskey and just tapping him on his chest. O'Malley will get a booking. For the teenage skipper O'Malley, who's done really, really well today, I think, for Sudbury United. I'm not sure. Goals. Just watching this unfold as Keys throws it down the line. Lovely throw down the line. It's cleared away. Keys gets the ball back in. He's headed away again. If forward this time. Newblay. Newblay does well. On his chest. Here's Newblay. Also the spell at Southend. Did find Newblay. And Keys and Newblay just does well to Keys does well to win a goal kick out of Newblay there. Just forced him to put the ball out. And I'm getting ready to announce who my man of the match is to this evening, and I'll announce it in a second. And for me, the player of the match, which is sponsored by the commentary services, is going to go to Colchester's number 7, the scorer of the third goal. Jasper, I thought he played really, really well. As here comes Clousley. First for an hand ball. Clousley goes through, but claimed by George in the end. There was a beautiful hand ball in there, but the substitution, the Jasper, who wore number 17, should have said it's number 7, who wore number 17 for Colchester, is my man. He's my player of the match this evening, and he's played really, really well today as Jasper. Ooh, I'll have a word with Mike at the end, see if he agrees with the man of the match as we get Mike's thoughts on the game in the end. Reece Harris will line up this free kick. Yeah, so we'll be back an inch or two there. The final couple of minutes. And so we got a goal which their performance deserves. Greenwood keeps the ball in. Greenwood shoots! And it's just over. Corner as well. It got saved off of George. First corner of the tie as we into the 89th minute very shortly. Still 1-0 to Southampton against Aston Villa in the Premier League as well. And the shot is saved there brilliantly by the foot of George. So we with the ball in towards the penalty area. Ball in towards the back post. Too strong. Flags up for offside of the back post anyway. And we'll get ready for the injury time, where I think probably If I were to have a guess of the stoppage time, I would have to say three, maybe four, due to the stoppages and goal celebrations in the second half. AFC Sudbury watch thinks the game we'll see their FA Cup run come to an end here tonight. I think as we come in towards stoppage time, and we're just going into stoppage time now, and we've got 5 additional minutes at the end of this game here today. The referee is just going to drop ball there to Colchester for some reason or another. I'm not 100% sure why he did that. Colchester. Last time they got past this round, got all the way to round 4 when they played Tottenham Hotspur. Will we do this again this time around? Chambers just gets the ball away. It's a throw-in to AFC Sudbury. Sudbury piling on the pressure now as they try and get a late consolation goal, which will not be enough for them to go through, but would be a very consolation goal as we see pad out. Alice with the long throw towards the penalty area. Cleared away by Cooper, who's done well since he's come on as well. Here's Mikulski now. Who's running away from his man, but he can't keep getting theirs. Blunkel comes out. And now Colchester will watch this game come forward. And now wonderful challenges. Now here is Chilvers coming forward for Colchester. How wide it goes. Anand puts the ball in. And it's 4! And it's Sean Mikulski with the 4th on his Mikulski on his debut. Substitute. It's on his debut. It's 4-0 Colchester. And Colchester have been fairly clinical tonight to be leading by 4-0. Superb display from Colchester tonight. Deserve the win and deserve to progress. We've got 2 minutes behind. 2 minutes left of the 5 which has been added on, and Sudbury's effort deserves a goal, but I don't think they'll get it. And Sudbury tonight have been superb. Today's superb performance, and I think Colchester do deserve to win today, no question of that. And I think as the second half went on, it's a matter of time before they scored a third and a second. And Nubley now gets a booking, gets two. They've scored 2 goals in each half of Colchester United. As we watch all the closing stages, Van Nubley booked here into stoppage time in the game between Southampton and Aston Villa. And we've gone for, and it's still 1-0 in that game. And Sylvester Jasper, my player of the match today. Superb performance. I think he's been absolutely fantastic today. And now Greenwood trying to put the ball in there. He goes all the way out for a throw. There's a man down for Colchester with Sudbury players around him. Shamadou's done really, really well. 17-year-old. And he's got a bit of cram there, so the Sudbury players and the Colchester players just helping him with that. The 5 minutes of the which was added is done really, really well. The physio for Colchester has come on to help out with the situation as well. I think Aidan Mullins can do really, really well to just afford to take him off for the final minute or so. We played over the 5 minutes added time, but I must say it's a minimum of. As we watch this unfold, and Shamadou just walking off very, very gingerly here, walking off very, very slowly as well. We've played a minute over the 5 added on now, but I think we'll have to play an extra minute because he didn't go off straight away with the injury before, as we see them throwing down the line. Nubler flicks the ball on, is if forward by Greenwood, and he goes out for a goal kick to Colchester. Ipkin just plays it into the penalty area for the goalkeeper to get that. The goalkeeper they run all the way across to waste a bit more time. Mikulski there on the monitor, who's done really, really well today since he's come on. As we watch this game unfold, final few minutes, and there is a full-time whistle. Colchester United fully deserve their victory tonight, and it's been superb to the professional performance from Colchester United, with goals coming in the end from Wiradou, Sears, Jasper and Mikulski for Colchester. Sees them win by 4 goals still against AFC Sudbury. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to get the thoughts of Mike Ornament. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of the FA Cup first round clash between AFC Sudbury and Colchester United. The fans are still in as the Sudbury players walk round, clapping them as they thanking them for their support today. Let's fetch in our man who's been down pitch side watching on as well. And Mike, very good evening to you once again, my friend. And what did you make to the performance today? I gave the player of the match to Jasper, the scorer of the third goal. What did you make to Jasper's performance tonight? And do you agree with the player of the match I gave?
Yeah, good evening again, Russ. I thought Jasper had a really, really good game. I'm still going to stick to my guns that he meant that third goal as well. The more I see it, the more it looks like he looks up and then he just kind of just going to see it again, even from another time now. The ball was given to him there, and it looks like the defending from Sudbury was quite poor, really. And he does look up, and he sees the keeper kind of off his line a bit there, and the keeper got caught out there, but actually had a really, really good game, did Blankel for Sudbury as well. He kept him in it, and the first half he made those two really, really good saves. But yeah, the more that I see his performance, the more I'm impressed by the Colchester scorer of their third goal today. He played really well. I thought Dobber had a good game as well. I liked him. I thought he was another player that really sort of shone and looked good. I think he played like about 70 odd minutes, but he was another one that looked lively. I think he was playing just behind the strikers, and he looked good as well. But yeah, you can't argue with that. In regards to the player of the match, I thought he was really, really good. Got himself a goal, and he looked a threat all game. Yeah.
Absolutely, Jasper did look a threat all game tonight. Looking at it from a Sudbury perspective, there was a few players who, for me, thought could have got player of the match this evening, Mike, and I'm going to tell you a couple of them who I thought could have potentially got the player of the match award from the AFC Sudbury team, and see what you think to that as well, which I'll do this now. So for me, Mike, from that AFC Sudbury team, when I just look at the players who started the game tonight, a couple of players that really stood out for me was Andrews, Frimpong, Niadza as well, and also Iris with his dangerous set pieces. Blunkel, like we mentioned, Mike, made some good saves from the free kicks and everything going towards the end. But for you, Mike, did any of those players which I mentioned who started the game for FC Sudbury stand out for you tonight?
It's a tricky one, really, because obviously the scoreline, is really strong in favour of Colchester. 4 goals, clean sheet. But I do think that Blanco had a really, really good game. He couldn't really do anything with the goals. He did make a couple of really good saves as well. In regards to some of the other players, I like the look of Frimpong. I think he'll be a decent player. I think he might have been at fault for maybe one of the goals, or he could have done better on one of the goals anyway. Sort of defended a little bit better, but I think he looked okay. The striker that started and was subbed off as well. I'm trying to remember his name now, but he looked quite good as well. I think it was
Temple, Mike, it was.
Yeah, Temple. He looked like he worked hard. He put a shift in. I thought he looked all right. He looked quite good. I thought O'Malley, the captain, looked good. He nearly got himself a goal at the end as well, and that would have been good for any of the players there to grab themselves a goal. But he was probably one of the closest to do that for Sudbury. But yeah, they all put in a shift really, and they certainly can take a lot of height. They can take a lot of heart, I should say, and pride from that, and in their performance. And of course, there's quite a big sort of gap and difference between them. But yeah, there's certainly lots that they can take from that. Even though they were beaten quite convincingly on the night.
Yes, absolutely, Mike. Absolutely, and I think the managers of AFC Sudbury, both Rick Andrews and Angelo Arab, can really hold their heads high with a proud and be proud of the performance from their team. Just before we do leave you tonight, thank you to those who have tuned into our coverage. If you only just tuning in now, you can listen back later on the playback. But just to let you know, guys, they finished Southampton 1, Aston Villa 0. A third-minute strike from Adam Armstrong, the difference at St Mary's gives Southampton a victory. And that victory for Southampton moves Southampton up to 12th and leaves Villa in 15th on 10 points. Watford can go above Aston Villa with a win this weekend in their game. Leeds can also move up above Aston Villa with a win in their game as well. And depending on other results, Leeds could potentially also, and Watford to that fact, can also climb above Crystal Palace and Brentford, depending on how those get on in their respective matches. Just to remind you what's coming up on the commentary hub in the next couple of days, or the next 3 days from the FA Cup first round. We've had this one between AFC Sudbury and Colchester United tonight with yours truly, Russ Vernon. Then tomorrow, join Mike Ornament as he's going to be in the presenter's chair as we welcome Ryan Francis back to the commentary box for the commentary hub, and he'll be bringing you coverage of Banbury United's clash against Barrow, and Banbury will be hoping to do a bit better than what AFC Sudbury did in the match this evening. Then on Sunday, join Mike Ornament in the commentary box this time with myself in the presenter's chair as St Albans City take on Forest Green Rovers. And then on Monday, join JB, aka John Stuttard, in the commentary box. I'll be in the presenter's chair again on Monday as Dagenham Redbridge take on Salford City. But thank you very much to everyone who's listening tonight. Thank you to Mike for popping on as well. Mike says he's looking forward to the match, the commentary game that he's doing on Sunday as well. Hopefully you're looking forward to that as well, and join us to see if a non-league side can knock out a league side as St Albans City take on Forest Green Rovers on Sunday.
It's going to be, sorry mate, I just want to say that's going to be a really good game as well. Forest Green flying high in League 2, top of the league. St Albans are flying high in the Conference South as well. They're second in the division. So, there's two really good sides that are in really good form. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a really good game of football. And yeah, the magic of the FA Cup. It's happened with Stevenage in Hertfordshire. Let's see if St Albans can do the same.
Yes, and also see, can another non-league side knock out a league? Can another non-league side do better than AFC Sudbury and knock out a league side tomorrow with Ryan Francis as Banbury United take on Barrow as well? So, from myself, Mike, who joined us at half-time, full-time, and a bit in the second half with his thoughts on the match, and the rest of the team here in the commentary hub, JB Sports, JDA Football, Storm FM, commentary hub 2, Twitch and Twitter. Thank you very much for listening. Mike and Ryan will be with you tomorrow. From all the team here, good night.